Good morning, all of you risk takers and truth seekers. It's a 6:27 in the morning, 6 degrees outside, and today we're gonna do the vlog about my traveling to sea, talk and an interview a man who marked my life. His name is Professor Clive Smallman. I bet he's still in his nice warm bed while I just left my one, and it's not pleasant when you wake up in the morning and it's cold. People think in Australia it's always just a nice and sunny. Well, 3/4 of the year, yes it is, but during the winter time it's still not so warm. So today we're gonna do the traveling from Sydney to Nelson Bay where Professor Clive Smallman lives. It's an amazing touristic place. It's a 2.5 hours drive, as I say. So let's go on the road, and with the first day light we're gonna do more videos. So let's go move, guys. How interesting logging can be 6 o'clock in the morning. You know, I never saw somebody doing happy. No, I don't.
Yeah, what can I get for you?
Can I get a medium skin cappuccino, extra shot, and a bottle of water?
Yeah, is it on full cream milk?
Skim milk?
Skim milk?
Yes,
And bowl of water?
that's correct.
Yeah, is your order correct on the screen there?
Yes, indeed. Thank you.
5-2.
And as I say, how interesting can be vlog in the morning 6 o'clock? I doubt can be very, very funny or very productive, because I need a coffee first. I bet you need a coffee first in the morning. McDonald's coffee and water, $11, and the life become very expensive. Thank you. Everybody keep telling me all my life that in the morning it's important to have the water to hydrate myself. I want to try to find out. Thank you, boss. And when you decide to hydrate yourself, 6 degrees outside, you get freezing cold water. At least the coffee is gonna be good. Thank you so much. Coffee's here, so let's go hit the road. Let's hit the road, Jack. No more, no more. Something disco songs. I try to be funny in the morning, so to keep entertained, but it's not funny. I have another 2.5 hours driving, so daylight is coming out. So let's go enjoy this scenic drive to the Nelson Bay. So I am now 30 minutes into my drive. It's almost 7 o'clock. The traffic is crawling. But I can't change this. There's a reason why we crawl and why we don't move on a highway, but that's the way how it is. But what I have a question for you, and what I'm seeing around me, people around me are angry in the car. Most of the people that are angry, you can see they're swearing, they're shouting, they hitting the steering wheel and everything else. And the question I do have for you, are you the same? Are you as well in the morning cranky, upset? Or you try to be just you, just accept situation as it is? Because after all, now when I'm driving, I have only one choice, and that is to come safe from point A to point B, from Sydney to Nelson Bay. But if I'm angry and shouting in my car and being upset with the world and everything else, will that change my life? I don't think so. Will change your life? No, it will not. But then you have another element, which is the sunrise. As you can see, the daylight slowly crawling and illuminating the road, and myself, my big, beautiful, round face with the big blue eyes. For those who didn't know. But the thing is, whatever you're doing in your life, try to stay positive for yourself, not for nobody, but for your sake. I can't change this traffic, it's just crawl. But I'm refusing to be miserable like most of the people. They are in the cars in the morning when they drive. That's what it is. When you decide to travel to work, you know you need to travel at work every single day, and you can't be angry in the car every single morning and waiting for that magical Friday that you can finish your work and you can go what's it calling, for the drink with the mates and friends, whatever it is, and spend weekend and just doing nothing. That's not a life. But don't stress yourself. Nobody can cure your stress except yourself. So don't sweat. Instead of this, accept your life, accept things as they are, and we're gonna be okay. At least that's my policy. Once upon a time, I was a one very cranky man. Not anymore. This driving actually influenced me quite a lot. I have this philosophical approach to life. So guys, thank you for sticking with me. So this magical North Connex tunnel, and as you can see, there's no cars. This amazes me. Driving in the tunnel where there's no cars. And again, philosophical approach to the life. Imagine I'm just contemplating something. We wake up in the morning to sit in a cube, which is our car, to drive us into the cube, which is our cubicle at workplace. Or at least majority of people working all day for the money to put petrol into the cube, which drive us to the work, which is our car, to fill the cube at home, which is our fridge. When we come home, most of the people straight away grab the fridge, open the fridge, enjoy the meal. Then they're watching the cube again, which is the TV, and they go sleep. Everything's like a big cube. I don't understand. This is the life? I remember my father was telling me how good worker I must be in a factory. I must come earlier, 1 hour, stay longer, and everything else. Yeah, that's all beautiful. That's a good old communist times. But when you look your life, my life, and everybody's life, we have a choices. Shall we always wake up and do the same things over and over again? I can't tell nobody what to do with their life, but in essence, I think that we all should make our life a little bit different from time to time. Change your habits, change the way how we act, to travel to work. I don't say you just need to sleep under the stars every night, but guys, try to have the camping night, you know what I mean? Do something different. Look at this tunnel, it's empty. It's empty. And I have another 146 kilometers drive. I'm very, very philosophical this morning, but when you're by yourself in a car, you start thinking about life. Look at the cars behind me. Wow. So we finally get out from the tunnel. We are out of the tunnel. And now we are on a freeway, 110 kilometers speed. I feel like a Mad Max now. 110 kilometers. And my GPS recalculated. It says 174 kilometers. Okay. It was 145 10 minutes ago. Well, I was very brave. I decided to take a drone flight over this beautiful bay and the fog over the hills, and you know, it's just a spectacular sight. However, my ambitions didn't meet the temperature. My ambitions were very high. Temperatures are low. So there's as well the electric cable, big ones above my head. But I done a small flight, and hopefully this is gonna be something nice to see for all of you guys to see of this today traveling. I was listening my audio while I was traveling, what I was recording. It seems to me it's not the best one. So nothing is perfect in life. I try to do as best as I can with what I have. And now I say to people, always do things with what you have, not what you wish to have. That's the best part. Don't wait for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist, but what exists, it's your desire to create something. Speak to you soon. I love black color, but black color is not very thankful, you know, when you have the some spots on you, so I try to clean myself all the time. But black is always good if you have no dandruff. I don't have dandruff. The thing it is, I wanted to charge my mobile phone. Again, I don't know how this is happening the last couple of minutes, but the cable is gone. I don't know how. Is this happening to you when you're traveling? It's always something goes south. So this lighting USB-A cable, it's 35 bucks. I know what is there for 35 bucks, but it's either you pay or you don't pay. But I love the packaging. I mean, it takes time to unpack. And hopefully this is gonna save the trip, because I need to plug myself, I mean my camera, into the, yeah, so 35 bucks, 1 meter cable. Amazing economy. I just love it this way. The lady in shops told me that I should have something to detox myself while I'm traveling, because I was waiting for the coffee. And I said, like, what are you suggesting? She says to me, why don't you try this ginger, lemon, cayenne pepper, vitamin C. That sounds like a spicy, and I don't think so. Between me and seeing Professor Clive, there will be any toilets, but let's go try. This chia pudding with chocolate. Man, is this something, or is this something? Particularly with chocolate. I can travel another hour. Interesting enough, while I was driving, you know, I was feeling a bit lonely, literally lonely. Like, I talking to myself, and I always say this: I was going to give credit to people who can create a content, being on their own and creating a content continuously. That's a really, really special type of person. You must be positive way, of course. So when I'm driving at the work, or when I'm driving like this distance, couple 100 kilometers, you know, you're gonna listen to something. Radio, it's not always option, because, you know, in Australia, you know, as soon as you hit open road, there's nothing. there's nothing, there's nobody, except the truck at the back follows you. But then I start listening affirmations. So you listen to affirmations. What do you think about affirmations? Do they work for you? I think they're truly working very, very well. But this lady, she just suggestion comes on a YouTube. She said, find a dark place and a comfortable position and just enjoy. Oh, I'm driving. I don't have a comfortable dark position, but I said to myself, I'm gonna drive and listen this. That was a good mistake, because it's a good affirmations, and I almost fall asleep. So guys, don't listen to affirmations while you're driving. It's not good idea. Yeah. Well, it's time to try this miracle drink. Ginger plus detox and wellness booster. Ginger, lemon, cayenne pepper, vitamin C. Shake before usage. Okay, I shake this very well. No funny ideas. And yeah. It's a fizzy drink. All ginger, it's all ginger. It's very good, actually. It's very, very good. So I must say. Yeah, let me try to the end. Just feeling like superhero, like changing myself. That's it with that drink. It's good. It's spicy. It's zesty. Highly recommend for those who love those type of drinks. So I arrive on destination and I can see Professor Smallman. He's doing something. Look at how this beautiful light. It's such a good omen. Shiny light, sun rays over me. Oh. It's time to conclude vlog for today. And today vlog is a very short, sharp and shiny. For most of people who is watching this vlog, that will be very insignificant because it doesn't including the city lights, the neon lights, you know, the first class on a plane, amazing meal in a sky bed, 5-star hotel. It's actually including something else, and that is that today I challenge myself to deliver something what most of us will not dare to do it, and that is to do podcasting far away from my studio. Why I'm saying this to you? I never done this before in my life. Nobody showed me, nobody taught me, nothing. So I decided today to wake up 5:30 in the morning, despite being in a nice, warm, cozy bed, and temperature outside was like 6 degrees when I departed my home 6 o'clock. So it was very cold. In Australia, winters are the cold. And I remember when I came in Australia in 98 November, which in Europe is the winter, I was being told, don't worry, it's always nice and warm in Australia. It's always summer. You don't need nothing in the short sleeves. Well, how mistaken I was. After 26 years, I'm telling you there is winter in Australia, particularly in Sydney. It doesn't snowing, but interesting enough, I was being told what to wear in Australia from the people who never been in Australia. So always be careful who is saying to you what. Today I embarked on this journey to see my mentor, Professor Clive Smallman. Somebody who explained to me that we are not what we are by nature, by nurture. And Professor Clive Smallman several years ago offered me his hand, metaphorically speaking, and he took me on a journey to learn more about everything, general knowledge. So he put me in direction to do my master's in university, put me in direction to become better presenter, so I'll go on a radio station with him. He sacrificed quite a lot to help me to become me, what I am today. And instead of talking about monetary values, I will say this: I'm very grateful because across all my 3 businesses and now podcasting business, I consider myself very, very successful. And that's something what true mentor does. He tested with me every possible hypothesis before I put in practice. What's the best for me? We are all need in life somebody to mentor us and coach us. But the victory doesn't come without price. There is a saying, there is no victory without sacrifice. Matthew 16:24, and that it is. In life, you can't succeed if you're not prepared to sacrifice either time, money, friendship, relationships, and everything else. People will dump in their life. Today when I was driving from Sydney to Nelson Bay, which is at 200 kilometers, when you drive yourself in car on your own, your brain starts contemplating things. You start thinking more, imagining things more. Some things makes you happy, some things makes you angry. But today when I was with Professor Smallman in his nerve center, which is his home office, which is huge, and seeing him that he sees me equal to him, it's a big statement. So today I conduct a podcast with Professor Smallman. I never done podcast on go. I mean, to bring my equipment from the studio with me, the lights, the mics, the road mixer and everything else to do the podcast. Was I afraid? No, I wasn't afraid. I knew it, I need to deliver, and I will deliver. So the point of today vlog, it's very simple, guys. You must be prepared in life to sacrifice either time, some type of commodity in your life, a warm bed, cozy bed, so-called friendships. I'm thankful that in second part of my life I can see who are truly friends in my life. Professor Smallman is one of them. And Nelson Bay, I was gonna go there happily because that was the first place in my life I ever go for holiday with my son. That was many years ago. And I still can see that motel on the corner today and that pool where I was with my son very first time for holidays. So guys, was the water today? Absolutely. Never ask yourself questions why I'm doing this, but how you gonna do things. Don't ask yourself why you will achieve something, but what you will achieve. You don't need to justify yourself to nobody except yourself. It's almost 4 o'clock here and it's time to close this vlog. I'm very close to the Sydney. I stopped for a quick lunch because that was my first meal today. And as I say, like today, spending time with somebody who is near and dear to me as a Professor Smallman, not just an interview, but walking with him on a beach and talking about life. And you know, it's a value in conversation with somebody who is listening to you. That's important, guys. So thank you for watching this vlog, and yeah, hopefully you learn something from this or not. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't like it. I did it because only one soul it's needed to learn from this. There's no victory without sacrifice. So guys, enjoy the day.